It's your girl Lala, aka the baddest one of YouTube, and I am here for another video. Yes, it is another wrestling segment. First and foremost, I would like to put out there is if you are new to my channel, Lala's World, please go ahead and click on the subscribe button and turn on your notifications. And after you're done watching this video, oh my god, I can't talk. After you're done watching this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, like this video, comment down below as well, and also follow me on my social medias as well. That I'll leave in the description box down below. First and foremost, big RIP to King Kong Bundy. He did pass away. I found this out last week, so RIP to them. My condolences out to the WWE Universe, also to his family, and also to his friends, and also to the WWE staff, wrestlers who also looked up to this man. Now, this video is pretty much about Fastlane. Now, mind you, Fastlane is pretty much the last stop. I'm going to say this again. We are on the road to WrestleMania, and this is the last pay-per-view before we head to WrestleMania. Because next month, we have WrestleMania, the big, grandest stage of them all. So, let's see who made the cut, who won, who lost. I'm here to give you guys the nitty-gritty. If you did not watch it, there's going to be some spoilers, so I do apologize in advance. So, I'm going to go ahead and whip out my phone so I can look up the card, because I don't know the card by heart like that. So, give me a minute. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and get started with the kickoff show. New Day versus Rusev and Shinsuke Nakamura. New Day consists of Xavier Woods and Big E. Kofi Kingston ended up staying behind stage because obviously Vince McMahon wanted the McMahon family wanted to talk to him about a championship opportunity. We're going to get to that later. We're going to get to that later. Just saying, we're going to get to that later. So, first and foremost, we have New Day versus Shinsuke Nakamura and Rusev. First, and I will say, I give it off to Rusev and Shinsuke working well together. But unfortunately, because of the chemistry between Big E and Xavier Woods, they was able to prosper. I will give this match, I'm not even going to lie, 8.5. Because pretty much that was a good match. It wasn't nothing boring about it. Everybody did their part. But at the end of the day, New Day ended up winning. Now, there was a match between Andrade and Rey Mysterio. I did not catch that one. I do apologize in advance. But there was a four-way match for the United States title. I'm going to get to that later on. The next match we want to go ahead and talk about is the match that actually started out Fastlane, and it was the match for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship titles with the Usos versus The Miz and Shane McMahon. Now, The Miz and Shane McMahon connection, I loved it. I am here for it. You know, Miz had his daddy come out again, sit in front row. Pretty much, the Miz wanted like the approval, and that I won't say love, because you know he still loves his dad loves him, but I guess he wanted more of a bigger love as a wrestler. And I kind of get where Shane is coming from, because I ain't gonna lie, I admit I'm like the black sheep of the family, and I used to always think like, okay, my dad doesn't like me, or like I just tell him like I'm the black sheep, so I just felt like I was very different than my other siblings. So I kind of got what the Miz was coming from. I'm not going to lie, I thought Shane and the Miz was going to take those titles from the Usos, but however they fell short again, and the Usos end up with the win. Now, but the ending though. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you understand what I was talking about. That ending, all of a sudden, you know, it got quiet. Everybody's giving a standing ovation because it's in Cleveland, Ohio. That's the Miz's hometown. All of a sudden, Shane just freaking snapped and freaking just swung on Miz, beat the out of him, beat the mess out of him, and I'm like, oh my god, what is going on? So all I can say is I can see this going forward. And then he had the nerve to grab Mrs. Dad by the face. You don't grab people's parents like that, okay? Shit. That was just all the way wrong. All the way wrong. That's all I'm going to say. But Jesus, And then when Kayla went to go ask him, he was just like, he scoffed and went back into the McMahon office. I was just like, dude, you can't even speak on your actions. So I guess we'll just figure out what happened on SmackDown Live when probably The Miz will show up or Shane will explain himself. Who knows? Next match I want to go ahead and bring up is the Raw Tag Team Championship match. It's the Revival, who's also the Raw Tag Team Champions, Aleister Black and Ricochet, which you know them from NXT, versus Bobby Roode and Chad Gable, who was the former Raw Tag Team Champions. Now, with that match, that being said, man, it was, you might as well, and I said this in mostly of my reviews, you might as well play Let the Bodies Hit the Floor. Because it was nothing but bodies everywhere. But when Aleister and Ricochet came in there, they showed up and show out. However, they fell short. They did not win the Raw Tag Team titles, and I was rooting for them to win. The Revival ended up retaining. But that ending, though. All of a sudden, Bobby Roode and Chad Gable got pissed, beat up the freaking Revival. Then Aleister and Ricochet came to two, freaking beat up the freaking Bobby Roode and Chad Gable, and then all of a sudden, even though the Revival retained those titles, you know who was left standing? Ricochet and Aleister. I do dig their matching gear though, I'm not even gonna lie. I like the matching gear, the black and white sequence. I love it. I was here for it. Next one I want to go ahead and talk about is the SmackDown Women's Championship match. I'm going to say this right now with Asuka and Mandy Rose. I will give Mandy Rose props I'll give her credit when it's needed. She came a long way. Even though she wanted to play like she was upset at Naomi with the whole Tough Enough situation. I was just like, girl, get over it. And she did pin Asuka on SmackDown Live. So that gave her a little opportunity. A little push. Just a little push. But we had Sonya Deville on that side. So I was thinking probably there may be a slight chance. Just a slight chance she ended up leaving as SmackDown Live Women's Champion. Ciao. Sonya Deville had one job and one job only, and she messed that up big time. How you go under the ring, like not even go under the ring, lift the ring apron up, take out the kendo stick, but you lift it up. You should have just put it down. Lift up, take out, put it down. Because of that foolery, Mandy Rose slipped on the ring apron, which caused Asuka to win, to give her a super kick, and that was it. She was done for. Then we could go ahead and talk about, what was the next match we had? The 4-way United States Champion match. So all we know, Samoa Joe is now the United States Champion. He was going against R-Truth, the former United States Champion, and then Andrade Cien Almas, and then Rey Mysterio. So apparently that one was a hot freaking mess, because all of a sudden everybody was just like, you know, getting at each other. And then when Rey Mysterio and Samoa, well, literally what happened was it was Andrade and R-Truth. They was going at it. Samoa Joe and Rey Mysterio was going at it. Then Zelina and Carmelo went at it. So R-Truth and Andrade had to break up that fight. So it was left with Rey Mysterio and Samoa Joe in the ring. And then all of a sudden, Samoa Joe had put Rey Mysterio to sleep. Night night, boo boo, night night. So who retained? Samoa Joe. Congratulations for that W. Samoa Joe. Now let's go ahead and talk about, now we gotta go ahead and talk about the whole Elias thing. This man sang every freaking match, throwing shade. Shade! Shade! And it was just like, okay, that is not cute. Don't do that. But it paid out in the end though, because his last performance, when he was talking about, I forgot who he was talking about. I think he was talking about the Shield. You know, Miss Lacey Evans comes out. You know, she comes out, say, you know, she's the sassy woman, whatever she is. I know she's the lady of NXT. I know there's another name for her. If y'all know what that name is, please comment down below. She came out. Elias was just impressed. He thought she was gonna sing with her, and then it was not the case. She walked away, and then BAM! RKO out of nowhere. I'm sorry. As much as like anybody who can't stand Randy Orton or they think Randy Orton is washed up, listen, them RKO out of nowhere is not a joke. Then you got AJ Styles, the phenomenal one, come in with that. I forgot that move where he jump up and he, come down on you. Y'all know that move? Please let me know down below in the comments. Yeah, that was it, and it ended with AJ Styles' theme song playing. That shit was a classic. And then let's go ahead and talk about, now remember I told you about how Kofi Kingston got called in the office, right? So why would they have this man wait outside and then you walk in there and you're thinking, okay, cool, we gonna walk in there. This man's like, okay, you got a match right now, it's a triple threat match. We're thinking it's a triple threat match between him, Daniel Bryan, and Kevin freaking Owens. Oh no! They had this man walk in there to a freaking setup. It was a 2-on-1 match with him versus the Bar. What kind of foolery is that, Vince? What are we doing? What is we doing, my guy? What is we doing? Why? Why? That didn't make no sense at all. So that was just straight basura. And y'all don't know what basura means. That means garbage. Garbage. So that was messed up right there. And then let's go ahead and talk about the Women's Tag Team Championship match for Raw. Ooh, child, where do I begin? Because when I literally had to say a prayer on this one, because you got Nia Jax, Tamina, Boss and Her Connection, Sasha Banks and Bayley, and the way Nia Jax and Tamina was acting up on Raw, like they was running teams, I was like, okay, well, we about to see some new tag team champions right here tonight. But again, Sasha and Bayley end up retaining those titles come hell, come high water. But then you got Tamina and Nia Jax being all petty betties, beat them down. And then you had Beth Phoenix, our Hall of Famer, being commentary, and she's like, yo, like, what's going on? This is not what we work for. All of a sudden, her and Tamina going at it. They got spatting. Beth Phoenix had enough. She clocked Tamina. And then Nia Jax jumped in. Why y'all should have made it 1-on-1? None of that jumping stuff. Natty had to come down. Natty looked cute, too. She did. She looked nice that night. I didn't even know where she got that top from. I need that top in my life. But anyway, Natty come down there. All of a sudden, it was just like, thank you for coming. I'm sorry. We need the whole women's division out there. Except for the people who was still fighting that night. Because that was just foolery. But congrats to the Boss and Her Connection. So we don't even know what's going to happen on Raw. So I can't wait. So the next match I want to go ahead and talk about is the next women's match is Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch. Now, if you guys remember the man Becky Lynch, her knee is straight up damaged. She's not 100% cleared. But Stephanie McMahon had her sign like a hands-off clause. Like if anything happened to her, she can't go after the WWE. And so it's this little girl signed. No, I can't even call her a little girl. The man signed this clause. Freaking Ronda Rousey came down, beat her ass on Monday Night Raw, and she was still standing. So more power to Becky Lynch. She has heart. Then Charlotte tried, and it didn't work. Becky Lynch put her pretty much in an armbar that she could have damn near broke her arm. Now, as it proceeds, you have the match, and I'm telling you, Becky Lynch was trying. Charlotte's like, no, bitch. You gotta go. You're not messing up my WrestleMania. Then you see Ronda Rousey look like she just came from the gym. She looked cute too in the all black. I don't know what was going on. It was an all black night and just looked cute. She came down, hit Becky Lynch. The match stopped. The match stopped. The referee told the announcer, hey, Charlotte Flair is disqualified. The winner is Becky Lynch. And then Charlotte got mad. She's pissed. And like all of a sudden, Charlotte got an attitude. And then freaking Ronda Rousey doing this, point to the side. And then she's doing this, like she got an attitude. I'm like, look, get over it. Y'all knew it was gonna happen. The man wasn't going nowhere. The girl's suspension got lifted. So you think that she was gonna come in there and like she was gonna end up messing up y'all WrestleMania anyway? So y'all might as well put her in the triple threat match just to keep her quiet. Just saying. God, congrats to Becky Lynch. Thank God, because we needed her in WrestleMania. Because no shade to Ronda and Charlotte. I wasn't trying to look at that match. I'm sorry. No. We need a man in there. We need her in there. Now the last match I really do want to talk about, and the ending. I swear to God, I cried. Yes, your girl cried. Tears. Pretty much, it was the Shield versus Baron Corbin versus Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre. Let me tell you something about Bobby Lashley, Drew McIntyre, and Baron Corbin. They thought they had the upper hand that night. Oh, they tried it. I'm talking about it was pure sheer chaos to the point Seth Rollins threw himself off the balcony. Then they tried to imitate the Shield's powerbomb, and it didn't work because they tried to do it on Roman Reigns, and also you see Dean Ambrose coming out of nowhere attacking Drew McIntyre like a rabid dog. Seth Rollins going after Bobby Lashley. It was just too much. Then you see Baron Corbin. I think he got his ass beat, and then also he went rolling in the ring. Mind you, 2 of his colleagues is knocked down for the count. So then we have freaking what you would call it. And I gotta speed this up because it looks like my camera's about to die. But then you have the Shield surrounding Baron Corbin, and they let him have it. They power bombed him, and it was just simply 1, 2, 3. Now the part that had me in tears was when they hug it out, and oh my God, when I tell you it was like the last ride for the Shield. I know what everybody's gonna say. Oh my God, why the Shield back together? Thank God they're done. Listen, y'all was not saying this before when the Shield came up and shut shit down. Okay? So now when they came back together, y'all was complaining. Now they're broken up. Everybody's going off their separate ways. Dean Ambrose, he's not re-signing back with WWE. Seth Rollins, he has to go slay the beast. And then Roman Reigns, we don't know. He has a long way in the future ahead of him. And I know he has to start at the back of the line when it comes to that Universal Championship. So, with that being said, I give Fastlane, with all the foolery, the betrayals, the beatdowns out of nowhere, I will give Fastlane a 9. A 9. But this is all I have today. Thank you so much for watching. And make sure you subscribe, turn on your notifications, and cop my merch. Cop my merch. Till then, bye.